Hi, I'm Roger Glover of Deep Purple, and you're listening to Radio Rock on 89. Oh.
Hello, I'm Fernanda.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I'm Fernanda from Radio Rock. Can you start?
Oh, I see, right.
Can you
Yes,
start?
okay.
So, I have some questions for you. Can we start?
Yes, yeah, that's fine.
So, Deep Purple is playing at Monsters of Rock Brazil this year, and we can't wait to see. It's definitely going to be epic. How excited are you about playing, and what you can expect from the show?
Well, I'm excited about every gig we play. It's not just that one. I don't know much about it, to be honest. I know it's on the books, but I don't know anything about it. But I'm very excited to be back playing, especially after 2 years of no work.
Yes, that's incredible. One fact that we think it's awesome that I read in an article that mentioned that Deep Purple is the band that has been to Brazil more times than anyone ever. It's just great to know because we appreciate you guys very much. And I just want to hear you about your connection with Brazilian fans.
I'm sorry, my connection with what?
With your Brazilian fans.
Well, Brazil is one of the places that we get the most reception. It's a wonderful reception. We're always excited to play there. We've been there many times, and it's great.
Yes. Where have you visited in Brazil?
Pretty much every city we've been to. Curitiba, what's it called? Obviously Sao Paulo.
Yes.
Rio. We've played most places.
That's incredible. Also, you guys have been around for more than 50 years. That is a lot to be proud of. I'm from a younger generation, and I'm happy that you guys are still playing and have the same passion for music. And I'm wondering, when you're touring, you get the chance to meet up with fans from the old times and also new faces. How great to you to know that Deep Purple music is simply timeless.
Well, there's not a day goes past without me looking in the mirror and thinking how I got here. It's not very few bands can last that long, and I guess maybe it won't happen again in these present times. But certainly, coming from the 70s or even the 60s, it's a magic time. I mean, I can't believe that we're still doing it, but we're still enjoying it. In fact, we enjoy it probably more now than ever before.
When you started, you think you get there and has been playing for this long time?
Yeah, I didn't get the question. It's been what for a long time?
Oh, sorry. When you started, you think you get this for this long time?
Well, back in the day, I joined Deep Purple in 1969.
Yes.
And in those days, if you joined a band, it usually wouldn't last more than about 3 or 4 years, even if you had a few hits. But it's just one of those things. Deep Purple has a lifelong plan. I mean, not that it's a plan. We don't plan anything really.
This is really
but I
interesting.
think it's because the fans have never been, more loyal, and that's why we're still here. It's the fans.
Oh yes, and when you are writing your songs, what's the difference that you feel when you started and now?
Well, when we started, I don't think we knew what we were doing. It was just pure instinct and pure love of music. Nowadays, of course, we've got used to the fact that we've been around, and it's a magic feeling. We can go everywhere in the world. And I don't think many bands can say that. So we're very proud of that.
Yes. Looking back at the 50 years of learning and experiencing, what do you think is the main lesson that stuck with you and you could pass on for new bands that are starting now?
Well, I remember before I joined Purple, I was in a band and we just wanted to get a hit. We wanted a #1 record, and that was our big aim. And we would have any song that came along our way that was going to get us there. And it didn't work. And when I joined Deep Purple, it was a whole different attitude. The attitude wasn't on becoming successful or being famous or getting a hit. It was making music to express ourselves. So there's a lesson there that the more I didn't want to be number one, we got to number one.
Yes, that's amazing. I'm glad that you guys didn't stop when you tend to and released a new album and are doing great shows worldwide. And I'm wondering, what other surprise can we expect? What are the plans for the future to Purple?
Well, we've just undergone a big change because our guitarist Steve Morse had to retire from the band because he was looking after his very ill wife. And so we have a new guitarist in the band called Simon McBride. And it's a whole new experience. I mean, it's a different band. In a way, we have to embrace change. You can't do the same thing over and over again. And we've had several changes, of course, over the years. And this one is particularly exciting because we've been working on a new album. We should have a new album out by next year. And we can't stop writing. That's what we do.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Roger. It was a pleasure.